Chaitanya Bhagavat Vancha Kalpatarupasya Kripa Sindhupayavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. All glories to the seven deities. Hare Krishna. So I welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for the mid-morning session of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. Before moving on to the session, I would like to know who are all on the call today.
Hare Krishna, Nita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga Vijay and all assembled devotees. This is Shivani from Ashram, Virginia. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. And thank you for all your services, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Neetu from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Neetu Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining so consistently. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, Dandavat pranams to all devotees here. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Sumi from Chennai, India.
Hare Krishna, Sumi Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call amidst your busy schedule. And thank you so much, Anjana Gopika Mataji, for reciting so beautifully Bhagavatam verses. Sorry, Bhagavad Gita verses. Hari Bol.
And Dandavat pranam. This is Anjana Gopika Devidasi.
Hare Krishna. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol. Anyone else who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Shri Prabhupada, this is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, Mataji, for your warm welcoming, and thank you, Anjana Gopika Mataji, for chanting the Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining the call. Hare Krishna. Anyone wants to introduce? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Anyone who would like to introduce themselves? Hare Krishna, dear devotees. I once again welcome all of you to this Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call for the mid-morning session of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, which will be given by His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji. But before moving on to the call, I would like to read Prabhupada's quote for today. And today's quote written by Srila Prabhupada, which is May 27th from Vrindavan on 1977. So Prabhupada has written, "When I left India, I promised I'll never come back here. I was reluctant to do anything here, but still I thought, at least in Mayapura, let me have my Prabhupada is laughing at this time. At least in Mayapura, let me have my. There is Vaishnava, so many resident in Mayapura, Vrindavana. I promise that I'll never come again, back again here. That was my promise, but Krishna wanted. That's all right. I was quite disgusted. Still, I'm disgusted. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So today's topic of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavata is, I don't think so Prabhuji is joined. Okay, so till Prabhuji joins, let's chant. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Prabhuji, we cannot hear you.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now okay, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Sorry for the delay. What is the verse for today, Mataji?
Yeah,
25,
it's from Madhyakhanda, 26th chapter, 86 to 98.
26.86.
26th chapter, yeah, 86 to 98.
86 to 98.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
I
Prabhuji, please.
sincerely apologize for the delay.
No problem, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving us your valuable time and association. Over to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Let us begin with our auspicious invocation prayers. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. We are continuing our study of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashay, and we are going to start from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhyakhanda, chapter 26, text 86. नाना रूपे नाट्य प्रभु करे दीने दाने जे भाव प्रकाश प्रभु करे न जखने. Every day, according to the mood manifested by Lord Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu would perform pastimes of various incarnations. Nana Rupe, Natya Prabhu, Kare Dine Dane. Je Bhava Prakasha Prabhu, Kare na Jakhane. The bhav that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was manifesting, was experiencing on that particular day, according to that bhav, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would perform pastimes, natya. He would enact pastimes of that particular incarnation. Lord Krishna's Leelas in Vrindavan, in Mathura, in Dwaraka, in Hastinapur, Lord Krishna's Leelas in Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna's Leelas in various other incarnations like Lord Sri Ramachandra, incarnation of Lord Narsimhadev, Lord Vamanadev, etc. This is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As our Jagat Guru Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us how we have to be always absorbed in Krishna. Manah Krishna, Manah Krishne Niveshaya. How our mind should be absorbed in Krishna. One powerful way for the mind to be absorbed in Krishna Leela, is to perform the drama, Natya, drama of Krishna Leela. Srila Prabhupada very much encouraged this also, because it is coming from Shri Gaur Leela, Shri Nitai Leela. Lord Nityananda Prabhu also used to perform dramas. Lord Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu also in Navadvip performs dramas, purely Krishna conscious dramas. When you prepare the script, when you prepare for the drama, and when you enact, and when the audience are watching, one is completely absorbed in Krishna Leela. We can feel the emotions. We can laugh. We can celebrate. We can become anxious. We can cry. It evokes so many emotions for Krishna, which is the goal of bhakti. To develop emotions for Krishna. We don't want to practice dry devotion. We want to practice bhav devotion, bhav bhakti. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is teaching us that performing dramas of Krishna Leela in various incarnations is very conducive to our cultivation of Krishna consciousness. It's a very powerful method. Anyone who has prepared dramas, anyone who has trained others for performing in dramas, and anyone who has performed a drama, and anyone who has carefully, attentively watched a nice Krishna conscious drama being performed can certainly attest to the fact that performing Krishna conscious dramas are a very powerful way to be Krishna conscious. Ekadina gopi bhave jagat ishwar vrindavana gopi gopi bale nirantar. One particular day, our dear Lord Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is Jagat Ishwar, he is the controller, the Lord of the entire universe, of the whole creation, Jagat Ishwar. He became absorbed in the mood of the gopis. Ekadina gopi bhave, Jagat Ishwar, Vrindavan, gopi, gopi, bole nirantar. Continuously non-stop, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, being absorbed in gopi bhav, was chanting, Vrindavan, Vrindavan, Gopi, Gopi, Lalita, Vishakha, Gopi, Gopi, completely absorbed in the mellows of Vrindavan, in Brajaras. Mahaprabhu was chanting the names Vrindavan, Gopi, Gopi, Gopi Bhavarasamritabdhilahari, Kallolamagno Muhu. Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. He Radhe Vraja Devike Chalalite He Nanda Suno Kutaha Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindivane Kutaha Ghoshantaviti Sarvata Vrajapure Khedair Mahavivalo Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyugau Shri Jiva Gopalakau. The six Goswamis of Vrindavan, Shri Rup, Shri Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das Raghunath, being the disciples of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, were also in Gopi Bhav, always chanting, Hey Radhe, Vraja Devike, O Vishakhe, O Lalite, where are you? O Krishna, Nandanandan Krishna, where are you? Ai Nanda Tanuja, where are you? So Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was absorbed in Gopi Bhav, chanting Vrindavan, Gopi, Gopi. Kona yoge tahi eka paduya aila, bhava marma na janiya se uttara dila. At that time, somehow, a student came there. Kono yoge means by Daiva Vidhan, somehow by the arrangement of the higher powers. Paduya, a student of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, at that time, Sri Nimai Pandit is a teacher of Sanskrit Vyakaran. His student came there, Paduya, Aila. Student came there for some purpose. Bhava marma na janiya, not understanding the internal spiritual mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Se uttara dila, he spoke to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu without understanding the mood of Mahaprabhu, without understanding the emotions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, without understanding the inner feelings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Bhava marma na janiya. This is very important for us. We should try not to speak unless we know the intention of the person we are speaking to, the person we are judging. Because actions are visible intentions are not visible. Actions can be seen by other people, but intentions are known only to the person and Krishna, who is Antaryami. Therefore, we should not judge and speak to people unless we know what their intention is. Bhava marma na janiya. Bhav, the inner sentiments, inner feelings. Marma, the essence of what is in the heart. Bhava marma na janiya. Not understanding the internal mood, internal emotions, the feelings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why he was chanting Vrindavan, Gopi, Gopi. Not understanding that. Just based on the actions, just superficially observing and thinking that I know what's going on. That is why one has to be a good listener. That is why one has to be an active listener. Active listening means you ask questions and you actually listen what the person is saying. And when we understand, when we give an opportunity for the person to explain themselves nicely, then we can speak. We should not jump the gun prematurely. Just uttara dila. Just quickly, superficially look at a thing. Out of ego, we feel, I have understood, I got it, I know what's going on, and boom, we shoot. That is not good. That is a sure shot recipe to ruin a relationship. Uttara dila. Because what we speak will be remembered. What we speak cannot be retracted. Nowadays, the messages can be deleted on WhatsApp, emails can be recalled. But words spoken cannot be recalled. Words spoken cannot be deleted. Therefore, we have to be really careful. So the student came and he started speaking to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopi gopi kene bala nimai pandit. Gopi gopi chadi Krishna balaha twarit. He's a student and he's telling his guru. The Paduya is telling Jagat Ishwar, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gopi gopi kene bale. Gopi gopi kene bala. Why are you chanting Gopi gopi, O Nimai Pandit? What? What will you get by chanting Gopi gopi? Gopi gopi chadi Krishna bala twarit. Nimai Pandit, instead of chanting Gopi gopi, stop chanting Gopi gopi. Chant Krishna, Krishna. Quick, come on, chant Krishna, Krishna. How when somebody says, some devotee says, hello, hi, we say, hi, hello, chodo, Hare Krishna bolo. But here, the student, who is quite ignorant about Mahaprabhu's mood, Mahaprabhu's intentions, is telling Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu what not to speak and what to speak. This is an aparad to instruct the spiritual master. It is an aparad. And this Paduya, the student, somehow committed this aparad, this offense to the preceptor by instructing the preceptor, stop chanting Gopi Gopi, Gopi Gopi chadi, Krishna bola, and start chanting Krishna Krishna. Chanting Krishna Krishna is great. Chanting Krishna Krishna applies to everyone. In fact, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught, Jare dekho tara kaho, Krishna upadesh. Whoever you meet, you tell them about Krishna. Bolo Krishna, bhaja Krishna, kara Krishna shiksha. These are the instructions of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So you get knowledge from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and you impose that knowledge on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is called as Punar Mushika Bhava. pathway. It is the pathway to again become a mouse. Srila Prabhupada tells this story. All of you know this story. If you don't know, at the end you can raise your hand. It is a sure shot pathway to lose one's spiritual empowerment. What we achieve is all mercy of Shri Guru. Jaharo prasade bhai, e bhava toriya jai. We are able to win over ignorance. We are able to win over matter, bhausagar, material existence, jahara prasade, only by the mercy of Guru. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu. Guru is such an ocean of mercy. Yesterday, we had the good fortune of going to the holy Tirtha called D-Land in Florida. And we had the very fortunate opportunity to hear the glories of His Holiness Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj from very exalted Vaishnavas, God brothers and other senior devotees. Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj exemplifies surrender to Shri Guru. Yesterday, His Grace Garuda Prabhu, disciple of Srila Prabhupada's, narrated a very sweet anecdote. When Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj decided to write his memoir, write his autobiography on the request of so many devotees, he contacted Garuda Prabhu, who is a PhD and a very accomplished preceptor, teacher, and a beloved God brother. So Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj called up His Grace Garuda Prabhu and explained that I am embarking on this project to write my memoir. But Garuda Prabhu, I really do not wish to write anything about myself. I only want to write about Srila Prabhupada. And Garuda Prabhu, like a loving God brother, said, Maharaj, no. You must write about yourself. You must write about your journey, spiritual journey. You must write about how you were in this ocean of material existence. And Srila Prabhupada saved you. You cannot glorify Srila Prabhupada without writing about yourself. And if you do not write about yourself, you are not really bringing out the true glory of our glorious spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. So then Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj wrote the very beautiful book, Ocean of Mercy. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu. It comes from Srila Narottam Das Thakur's words, the first song of Prem Bhakti Chandrika. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu, Ocean of Mercy. Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj named his autobiography Ocean of Mercy. That is Srila Prabhupada. It is by the mercy of the spiritual master that we know anything. If we are giving lectures, if we are preaching, if we are doing any service on the spiritual platform, it is all empowerment. It is all empowerment. And when we think that this is my power, it is like a father giving $10 to the child. Chirayu Prabhu gives $10 to Krishna and says, Beta Krishna, go and get something from Walmart. Go and get some flowers for Radha Govindji. But if the child thinks this is my money, I will use it for candy, then that is wrong. All power that we have, my dear friends, it is given to us. We are empowered, but that power doesn't belong to us. It is invested in us. It is given to us. We borrow it. It is not ours. But when we think that this is my power, this is my glory, I am the doer, then we lose the connection with the person who is empowering us. And then we are by ourselves in this world. And that is a very dangerous situation. So one should never think that I have become independent. We are always dependent. We should never forget, no matter how much success comes. When Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was sitting for his Vyasa Puja, he was sitting on the Vyasasana, and there were several sannyasi disciples sitting. There were hundreds of brahmachari disciples sitting, and hundreds more grihastha disciples sitting. All of them loved Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is sitting on the Vyasasana and says, I feel like a dog sitting on a king's throne. This throne, this Vyasasana belongs to my Guru Maharaj. Nitya Lila Pravishtha, Vairagya Shiromani, Shri Srimad Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj belongs to him. And on his behalf, I'm accepting it. That should be the attitude. When the famous poet of the 1960s, Allen Ginsberg, asked Srila Prabhupada, are you the universal spiritual master? Are you the spiritual master of the whole world? Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada, our Prabhupada, he looked down and with tears of humility in his eyes said, I am no one's spiritual master. I am the servant of the whole world. I am not the spiritual master of the whole world. I am the servant of the whole world. Such a person can become Guru. One who considers himself the servant. I remember I took Champak Lata Mataji and her good husband, Sumohan Gopal Prabhu, I believe that is his name, Champak Lata Mataji and Sumohan Gopal Prabhu to Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj for shelter when Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj was here in Atlanta. And Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj said, I am happy to serve you by bringing you to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. He didn't say, I accept you as my disciples or today I give you shelter. He said, I accept the service of bringing you to the divine lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada, who is representing the Acharya Parampara that goes all the way to Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is the mood of the Guru, a genuine Guru. I am doing this service to my disciples. Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj instructed Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada to never make any disciples, never accept any disciples, never become a Guru. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada had thousands of disciples. So he was asked, why have you become a Guru? Why have you accepted so many disciples? It appears that you have rejected and disobeyed the order of your spiritual master. And Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada immediately gave a reply. Pat came the reply without blinking an eyelid, without thinking. Immediately from the heart, the reply came. Said, I never made any disciples. I only made Prabhus. I did not make any disciples. I only made masters. From today, you are my master, and I will do the service of taking you to Krishna. From today, you are my master. I take the service of bringing you to Krishna. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, I never made any disciples. I only made masters. My masters. This is the attitude of a real guru. And to insult such a guru by instructing him or her is not good. It's an offense. And this student is committing that offense. And he's doing it without understanding the mood. Stop chanting Gopi Gopi, chant Krishna. So you see, the instruction is correct. Half. Chant Krishna is good. Don't chant Gopi Gopi is wrong. We chant Gopi Gopi. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho, Dina Bandho Jagatpate, Gope Shagopika Kanta, Radha Kanta Namostute. We are chanting the name Gopi. We are chanting the name of Lalita and Vishakha. Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Shamakund Radhakund Giriraj Govardhan ki jai. Even in the Prem Dhwani prayers. So we chant Gopi Gopi. So that is wrong. Chanting Krishna Krishna is a correct instruction. Chant Krishna, that is good. Harer Nam, Harer Nam, Harer Nam eva kevalam. Shastra says we should chant Krishna Nam. But the way he said, the reason he said, and the person he said it to is all wrong, 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 wrong. That's where he made a mistake. Before we say anything, we should ask, am I saying the right thing? Am I saying it to the right person? Am I the right person to say this? Is this the right occasion to say this? And do I have the right intention to say this? Sounds overwhelming. But actually it is very simple. Why should we instruct someone when we don't have that relationship to instruct them? Why should we instruct someone when they are not willing to hear about it? And why should we instruct someone when we don't have the right motive to do it? If we don't have genuine love and care for that person, why should we instruct? Yesterday, we concluded the Sadhu Sangha. And Chelsea was there, Chirayu Prabhu was there, so many devotees were there. I had the good fortune of being with all of you. It was so nice, so blissful. It was just sweet, 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 sweet. But then in the end, I did something which made me feel contaminated, made me feel bad about myself. But I was thinking about it for 2 days before I did that. And then finally, last day, I had to do it. I had to tell some devotees not to be very close and in the face of Guru Maharaj. Give Maharaj his space. Don't be constantly vying for his attention. Let him enjoy the kirtan. Let him talk to his god brothers and god sisters. Let him walk to his room peacefully. Don't just be around him all the time. I had to chastise. But by Krishna's mercy, I gave it a good thought before doing it. And did I feel contaminated after doing it? Yes. Did I wanted to do it? No. But I felt it was my duty to do it because I have that relationship with those devotees. So sometimes we have to speak, and this is very subtle. And this morning I was listening to the audiobook by my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj. And in the chapter called Himalayan Pilgrimage, it is described that Maharaj from the Himalayas, later on, he came down to Bombay. And in Bombay, in Mumbai, someone told Maharaj that you should go to Goa. So Maharaj, who had given up the life in Chicago, who had been through Europe and traveled by road all across Middle East into India, and then lived for several months with the Himalayan yogis and practiced meditation and everything. He is wearing the dress of a renunciant, and he comes to Goa, and there on an island off the coast, Maharaj sees a very beautiful beach where so many Western tourists have come. And Maharaj described he saw men and women kissing each other, groping each other, and openly doing drugs. And Maharaj writes, this is exactly what happens in the Western world, and this is exactly what I had left behind. I had left behind that life, and I came to India for a spiritual quest, and I saw that the tourists in India are doing exactly what he had given up in the West and come to India to seek something spiritual. But those same material activities were now being performed in India. And Maharaj said, I immediately found myself contaminated. Why? Because I was looking at these Western tourists with a fault finding eye. I found fault with them. And subtly, I thought I am better than them. These people, they're crazy after sex and drugs and all this same old material sense gratification. I have given it up. Now, when we see even a materialist, a sense gratifier with a criticizing eye, on a subtle plane, we start naturally thinking, I am better than them. And Maharaj said that thought that these people are fools running after the sense gratification when there is so much spiritual treasure to be obtained in India. You can glean so much genuine spiritual knowledge from the great saints who live in India. Instead of doing that, you come to India and you do the same things that you can do in America. What's the purpose of coming to India? But Maharaj felt contaminated by this thought. And this is still Richard Slavin. He's not even initiated yet. But the consciousness is so pure, so exalted, that seeing fault in these sense gratifiers is making this 20-year-old boy feel contaminated. I should not think like this. Whatever they may be doing, but I should not criticize them, because we can criticize only when we think I am superior to them. Otherwise, you cannot criticize. Hare Krishna. Can we criticize the financial sense of Elon Musk or Warren Buffett? No, we will dare not to, because they are much more financially successful than us. We will not criticize their financial sense. So when we criticize somebody spiritually, it's a given that in our mind, we feel we are better than them. That is why we feel that we have the authority to judge them and criticize them. And Maharaj immediately removed that contamination by not seeing them with a fault-finding eye, not seeing them with a critical eye. So subtle and so beautiful for someone who is 20 years old, not yet initiated, but such a high level of consciousness. And we can feel contaminated only when we are pure. Hari bol. You put a few pieces of dust in a room that is completely cluttered and filled with dust, it makes no difference. Correct? But when a room is spick and span, like this Airbnb where I'm sitting, then you put little dust and it becomes easily visible. Shukla vastra machi bindu aichena lukhaye. Sannyasira alpa chidra sarvaloka gaye. Shukla vastra on a white cloth, if there's a black dot, it becomes visible. Now, on this white kurta, if I put a black dot with a marker pen, will it be visible? Yes. But if I wear a black shirt and I put a black dot on it, it will not be visible. So we can, on a very subtle plane, sense contamination only when we are keeping our consciousness very pure. So a devotee may have to eat in a restaurant and immediately feel contaminated. This food has been cooked by people I don't even know. They are not cooking it out of selfless love. They are not cooking it for Krishna. They are cooking it as a job. They just want to make money. Oh, why am I eating in this restaurant? Why do I have to eat in this restaurant? I wish I had prasad. Only one who is clean and pure in consciousness will feel like that. But someone who is every day eating catered food, every day is eating in restaurants and DoorDash and various things, then one won't feel contaminated because the mind is already so contaminated. But Srila Radhanath Swami, a 20-year-old boy, he felt it contaminating to think that those Western tourists were wasting their life in India. when that time in India could be used to gain such genuine spiritual treasures. That can happen only when the consciousness is not contaminated and very pure. की पुण्य जन्मी बे गोपी गोपी नाम लैले कृष्ण नाम लैले से पुण्य वेदे बले. Now the Paduya, the student, wants to justify his statement to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he says, what will you gain by chanting Gopi Gopi? What will you gain? What will you achieve by chanting Gopi Gopi? Instead of that, you chant Krishna Krishna. The Vedas, the revealed scriptures, proclaim the glories of chanting the name of Krishna. So chant the name of Krishna instead of chanting Gopi Gopi. भिन्न भाव प्रभु रसे अज्ञे नाही भुजे प्रभु बोले दस्यु कृष्ण को न जने भजे. भिन्न भाव Prabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in a different bhav. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And therefore, he's calling out, or Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the mood of Radharani, she is calling out to her friends, intimate friends, Lalita, Vishakha, Indulekha, Sudevi, come here, calling their name. And she's calling because Krishna has not showed up for their rendezvous. They were supposed to meet in the beautiful forest groves of Vrindavan, and as usual, Krishna is late, so Srimati Radharani is angry. So she is sitting in Vrindavan, chanting Vrindavan, Gopi, 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 completely absorbed in the mood of Radharani, who is angry with Krishna. Manini Radha, Srimati Radharani, who is in Man, who has got loving anger, jealous anger towards Krishna because Krishna has not come, which probably means he has gone to some other Gopi. Lampatu. Mat prananathastu sevanapara. Yes, he's lampat. He is a unchaste lover. And Srimati Radharani is in that mood. And this Paduya, the student, comes and tells Mahaprabhu, don't chant Gopi Gopi, chant Krishna Krishna. Don't call Lalita Vishaka, call Krishna Krishna. When Radharani is so angry with Krishna, it is the wrong time to give that instruction. So now Mahaprabhu is in Bhinna Bhav. He's in a different mood. This Adne Nahi Bhuje, this ignorant student does not understand what is the mood of Mahaprabhu. Therefore, it is very important to understand the other person before we speak our judgment. Always we should seek to understand, not judge. Such a practical lesson for our relationships. Prabhu bole, Dasyu Krishna kon jane bhaje. That rascal Krishna, rog. Why should I chant Krishna Krishna? Why should I worship Krishna Krishna? What has Krishna done? Kritagna haya vali mare dosha bine strijita haya kate striranaka kane. Krishna, you want me to chant the name of Krishna, who hid behind a tree and killed Vali for no fault of his and made his wife a widow, made his son fatherless? That Krishna who hid behind a tree like a coward and shot Vali, I should worship him? Not only that, this Krishna, he chopped off Kate Strira Nak Kan. He chopped off the nose and the ears of a lady, Stri. For why? Stri Jitahaya, that poor lady fell in love with him. Shurpanakha fell in love with Ram. And the reward he gave Shurpanakha for loving him is that he got her nose and ears chopped off. This is Krishna. And you want me to serve Krishna? You want me to chant Krishna's name? Who punished a girl for falling in love with him by chopping off, getting her nose and ears chopped off? That Krishna you want me to worship? Really? Sarvasvalaya bali pathaya patale ki haibe amar tahar namalaile. He took away everything from Atma Nivedanam Acharya. The Acharya who teaches us to offer everything to Krishna, surrendering everything to Krishna, Bali Maharaj, he sent him to Patal. Pathaya Patale Bali. He sent Bali Maharaj to Patal, hell, hellish planet. Why? Sarvasvalaya. Poor fellow offered everything to Lord Krishna, and Krishna, instead of being pleased with him for offering everything, he sent him to hell. Ki hai be amara tahar nama laile. What will happen? What will I gain by chanting the name of such a person who makes women widows, who makes children fatherless, who chops off the nose and ears of a girl who loves him, and who sends a big donor to hell? Think before donating to Krishna. Bali Maharaj gave everything and he was sent to hell. Mahaprabhu's Radha Bhav, Manini Radha Bhav, mood of Radharani when she's angry with Krishna. In Sadhu Sangha, we are very fortunate. Priti Vilasini Mataji, you'll be very happy to know. Our dear Hari Parshad Prabhu, he gave 2 fantastic classes. I missed one because of some service, but the first class I was able to hear, very fortunate. Vidhi Bhakti and Rag Bhakti. And Hari Parshad Prabhu said something very sweet. He said, in Vrindavan, where all the Ragatmika Bhaktas live, Krishna's own dear associates, his near and dear ones, eternal associates live. They even, according to Srila Jiva Goswami, they even give gali. They speak cuss words, bad words to Krishna, and Krishna loves them more than the Vedic verses.
Very
So
good.
Radharani is in that bhav. Radharani is, by the way, we will request Prabhuji to repeat that same topic in Atlanta. Vaidhi Bhakti and Rag Bhakti. Radha said it was a stellar class. To second class, which I missed. So we're looking forward. Prabhuji is coming. So in Vrindavan, they give gali. They give cuss words, bad words to Krishna. But that is spoken out of love. Those words are spoken out of love and Krishna loves them. Hari bol. So Radharani is in that mood. Manini Radha. And she's speaking all these negative things about Krishna. Actually, it is not Krishna's fault that he killed Vali. Vali had to be killed in that way. Because Vali had benediction from Indradev that anyone who faced him in battle, half their strength would come to him. And it was Vali who had abducted and forcefully, irreligiously taken the dear wife of his younger brother Sukriv. Younger brother's wife is like a daughter. And to cohabit with her is very sinful. So Vali had to be killed. And Shurpanakha's ears and nose had to be chopped off and punished. She had to be punished because she was pouncing on Srimati Sita Devi, wanting to devour her. She was a Rakshasi. Shurpanakha was a Rakshasi. She wanted to eat and kill poor Sita Devi for no fault of hers. And Bali Maharaj, yes, he was sent to Patal Lok, but he was given a planet that is more opulent than King Indra's planet. And Lord Bali Maharaj eternally lives with him there as his doorkeeper. Hari Bol! So there is no fault in Krishna. But Manini Radha is seeing even great qualities as fault. According to Srimad Ramanujacharya, to see gun as dosh is a very big aprad. But urdhvamulam adhashaka. Material world is just the perverted, inverted reflection of the spirit. In spiritual world, this is the highest. In material world, extramarital affair is abominable. In spiritual world, it is highest. Parakya bhave jahan brajete prachar. Hari bol. Eta bali mahaprabhu stambha hate layapa duya marite jai bhavavishta hayya. After speaking this way, Mahaprabhu, who was absorbed in ecstasy, Etabali Mahaprabhu, stamba hate laye. He took a stamba, he took a stick in his hand. And duya marite jai bhava vishtahaya. Bhava vishtahaya. He completely in ecstasy, absorbs in ecstasy. He rushed to beat up this, excuse my language, this stupid student. He ran after him to beat him with a stick. Purport by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ji Maharaj, the revered spiritual master of our beloved revered founder Acharya, His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanarvinda, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. Considering himself a resident of Vrindavan as a son of a cowherd, Sri Gaura Sundar addressed the daughter of Rishabhanu. On hearing him, a young Brahman student who could not understand the internal mood of Lord Gauranga said, chanting the name of Krishna is the only way to be delivered from material existence. Srila Prabhupada was, I think it was in the LA temple. Srila Prabhupada was in LA temple, and Srila Prabhupada writes in the Nectar of Devotion by Srila Rupa Goswami that there are 32 seva aparads, and one of them is to eat in front of the deities. We should not eat in front of, therefore, we usually put a curtain. Should not eat in front of the deities. So once Srila Prabhupada was sitting on the Vyasasana, and Srila Prabhupada had just concluded the Bhagavatam class, and the Q&A got over, and Prabhupada was sitting on the Vyasasana, and the darshan was open. Darshan was open. Shri Shri Rukmini Dwarkadhish were giving darshan. And a devotee brought Mahaprasad for Srila Prabhupada. There were some sweets, rasgulla or something, sweets were just offered to Shri Shri Rukmini Dwarkadhish. Mahaprasad was brought to Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada honored it. Once he took a small piece of the rasgulla and honored it by eating it. Now there is a disciple sitting there, and he instructs Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, the darshan is open, you're not supposed to eat in front of the deities. Haribol! And Srila Prabhupada did not get angry. Srila Prabhupada did not chastise. Srila Prabhupada simply smiled, and Srila Prabhupada said, we are followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, when Mahaprabhu brought Jagannath Mahaprasad to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's bedroom, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had just woken up. He was still in bed. And he immediately ate Jagannath Mahaprasad in the bed. And Mahaprabhu said, oh, great Brahman, Vipravar, I thought a Brahman is supposed to take a bath and wash their mouth and do achaman before eating prasad. And Srila Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya says, yes, that is true. But Shastra also says that when Mahaprasad comes, you should not think, you should not look here and there, you should immediately honor it by eating it. When Mahaprasad comes, immediately eat it. So Prabhupada said, I'm following that Siddhanta. Prabhupada didn't get angry. But it was not right to correct Srila Prabhupada like that. Haribol. So this teaches us that truth has many layers. There are many layers to truth. Everything is not just black and white. There are many shades. Spiritual world is colorful, variegated. Lord Gauranga said, the young student who could not understand the mood of Lord Gauranga, the student, young Brahman, said, chanting the name of Krishna is the only way to be delivered from material existence. How have you been misguided to give up chanting of such names of Krishna and take to the chanting of the name of a gopi? The young student did not know that one cannot attain the lotus feet of Krishna without taking shelter of the gopis. Hari Bol. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says, the young student did not know that one cannot attain the lotus feet of Krishna without taking shelter of the gopis, who are Krishna's Ashraya Vigrahas, or the Lord's manifestation of whom one must take shelter. Therefore, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said Krishna is Vishaya Vigraha and Srimati Radharani is Ashraya Vigraha. We take shelter of Srimati Radharani. In particular, since that foolish student did not study the Srimad Bhagavatam verse, Ahuschate Nalinanabh Padarvindam Yogeshwarair Ridivicintyam Agada Bodhaihi Samsara Kupa Patitot Taranavalamam Geham Jusham Api Manas Udiyat Sadana. Dear Lord, whose navel is just like a lotus flower, Nalina Nabha, your lotus feet, Padaravinda, are the only shelter for those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Samsara Kupa Patita. Those who have fallen into the deep well of material existence. Your feet are worshipped and meditated upon by great mystic yogis and highly learned philosophers. We wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. This famous verse was spoken by the gopis in Kurukshetra. This is the Kurukshetra Leela of Shri Krishna. Bhagavatam 10.82.48. He tried to induce Gaura Sundar to chant the name of Krishna like an abominable atonement prescribed by a smarta supervisor. Once again, Radha Bhava, you are seen in the background. We wish, beg your pardon, we wish that these lotus feet may also be awakened within our hearts, although we are only ordinary persons engaged in household affairs. He tried to induce Gaur Sundar. This student tried to induce Gaur Sundar to chant the name of Krishna like an abominable atonement prescribed by a smarta supervisor in a way that clashed with the internal mood of Gaura Sundar. We should not clash with the internal mood of Gaura Sundar. Therefore, when Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj says that serve Gauranga Mahaprabhu as the best devotee, serve Gauranga Mahaprabhu as he is in Radha Bhav, this is the reason. We should not clash with, these are the words of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. We should not clash with the internal mood of Gaura Sundar. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita purport, Srila Prabhupada says, Prabhupada's words are, do not disturb the mood of Gaura. Both are saying same thing. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and our Srila Prabhupada. Therefore, Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj, in that mood, he said that worship Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu as a devotee. Don't offer tulsi leaves at his lotus feet. Don't put peacock feather in his turban, because Mahaprabhu never did that like that. Generally, when rare occasions, when he was in Bhagavad Bhav, like Mahaprakash Lila, yes, you can put a peacock feather in his turban, you can offer tulsi manjari at the lotus feet. But predominantly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared to enjoy Radha Bhav. So let us allow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to enjoy Radha Bhav. Let's not disturb his mood. Let him be in Radha Bhav. This is the only incarnation, my dear friends, where Krishna gets to experience the love and the emotions of Srimati Radharani. As Lord Ramachandra, he cannot do that. As Lord Narsimhadev, he cannot do that. As Lord Krishna, he cannot do that. As Lord Vaman, he cannot do that. Only in one incarnation, Krishna gets to enjoy Radha Bhav. Radha Bhav Dviti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. So Srila Gaur Govind Maharaj would request, please allow Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu to enjoy Radha Bhav. Don't disturb his mood. He is the supreme God in all other incarnations. This one incarnation, let him be a devotee. Don't put tulsi leaves and manjar at his feet, and don't put a peacock feather in his turban. Let him be in Radha Bhav. So sweet. This student spoke in a way that clashed with the internal mood of Gaura Sundar, who therefore attempted to show that student the same treatment Sri Madhavendra Puri showed to his misguided disciple, Ramchandra Puri. He said, go away, don't show me your face. If I see your face and die, I will get a very bad destination. So go away. Sripad Madhavendra Puri told Ramchandra Puri. It comes in the Antarya of Chaitanya Charitamrita. What will I gain by taking shelter of that rogue Krishna? Gali, bad word. This is Vrindavan Bhav. This happens only in Vrindavan. Nobody will give bad word to Krishna in Dwarka, except some people who dare to do it, like Shishupal, and who are given death punishment immediately by Sudarshan Chakra, chopped off. But in Vrindavan, Krishna feels happy when he's given bad words out of love. That rogue Krishna, that Krishna who cut off the nose and ears of the lusty Shurpanakha, that Krishna who killed Vali, that Krishna who sent the great devotee Bali Mahajan to Patal Lok after taking away everything from him. After speaking such loving, quarrelsome words, this man, loving, quarrelsome words, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chased after that student with a stick in the hand. Hari Bol. So we stop here, or we have to do 96 or 94? Can someone tell me? We stop at 94? We finish 94?
Krishna Prabhu, it's 98.
98? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. 95 and 96. आथे व्यथे पड़ुया उठिया दिल रड़ पाछे धाय महाप्रभु बोले धर धर देखिया प्रभुर क्रोध ठेंगा हाथे धाय सत्वरे संशय मानी पड़ुया पलाय. The student quickly got up and ran away. आथे व्यथे पड़ुया उठिया दिल रड़. As soon as Mahaprabhu took the stick in his hand, the student started running away, got scared. And Mahaprabhu chased behind him. Dhar, dhar, catch him, catch him. Mahaprabhu was running, catch him, I'll give him a good beating. Catch him, catch him. Seeing the angry mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there's a stick in his hand. The student panicked and ran away. Paduya palai, he ran away. Purport. Not understanding the intention of Sri Gaura Sundar, that student became extremely anxious and fearful and ran away to escape being beaten by Mahaprabhu's stick. Hari bol. भिन्न भावे जाए प्रभु ना जाने पड़ुया प्राण लैया महात्रासे जाय पलाइया. The student did not understand the different mood by which the Lord was chasing him. He became greatly frightened and ran for his life. प्राण लैया महात्रासे जाय पलाइया. He ran away, fearing his life. Mahaprabhu may just beat me up. He's so angry, he looked like Narasimhadev. Student got very scared. Bhinna bhave, jai Prabhu na jane padu. I could not understand the mood of Mahaprabhu. He ran away. And last verse. Athe vyathe dhai ya prabhura bhaktagan. Anile na dhari ya prabhure tatakshan. But devotees were sitting there and they saw Mahaprabhu chasing behind this young Brahmin student, wanting to beat him with a stick. Oh, hi, Mahaprabhu, what are you doing? The devotees immediately ran and they caught hold of Mahaprabhu and very lovingly stopped him. Mahaprabhu, please refrain from beating the student. Let him go, let him go. Calm down, calm down. And they brought Mahaprabhu back. Anilena Dharya Prabhure Tatakshan. They held Mahaprabhu, brought him back to this place. Somehow the devotees stopped Mahaprabhu from beating the student. And what happens next? We will continue studying in the future classes. श्री चैतन्य भागवत की जय, श्रील वृंदावन दास ठाकुर महाशय की जय, श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील अभय चरण अरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रील भक्ति चरु स्वामी महाराज की जय। निताई गौर, हरि बोल। Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. What a wonderful class once again. So whenever you come, it's filled up with pastimes and very humor about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela. So very nice to hear about first you started with how a person has to get contact with the other person without knowing anything. Like we should not judge the book with the cover, right? So the same way when we talk with a person, we'll have to be careful and we should first know about them and then we'll have to start the conversation. So that was really very nice and very nicely you explained about the subtle thinking, like when we are correcting the other person. So yes, of course, we think sometimes it happens, right? So when we are saying to others, we say, it's in ourselves, we get that thought, okay, I'm better than this person. So that very beautifully you explained, Prabhu, it's like how we have to get out of that. And very nicely you explained about how a person will know about his contamination. When he is very much purified, then he will know about his own contamination. And one more thing, what I learned is like, before we are judging someone or when we are talking about someone, first we'll have to see about ourselves, right? So there are many faults in ourselves. So first we'll have to correct that and then we can move ahead. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. And at last about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Leela, it was very nice to hear about that person who is correcting Mahaprabhu. But and in connection with that, you told about even Srila Prabhupada when he was told about his disciple. So that was really very humble and humble nature of Prabhupada. Like he didn't say anything, but still he accepted that. Funny saying that we are from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's parampara. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class on the whole. Dear devotees, any questions or realizations, please go ahead. Okay.
No questions.
No
You
hands.
can end my part. Thank you.
I think everyone is relishing about that the pastime, Prabhu. So, thank you so much, Prabhuji. So dear devotees, if no more questions or realizations, Prabhuji, with the permission, we can end the call here. Vancha kalpatirupasya Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrindiki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhuji ki Jai.
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, dear
Hare
devotees,
Krishna.
for joining the call. We'll end the call here. Hare Krishna.